Welcome back to Euro Roundup. As you can see, I'm joined by Michael McCubbin.
Yes.
We had a big weekend, didn't we, Mikey?
We did. Zach's 21st birthday.
Thank you. I saw
Still
a lot
recovering.
of birthday messages. I appreciate them a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, good fun. Did you have good fun?
I had a lot of fun.
Perfect.
I know that you
don't
can't remember
any
that,
of it.
but it was good fun.
Yeah, you would have checked out our Instagram stories. You would have seen the night. You would have
Yeah.
basically been there. But anyway, there's another player in Italy who had a good weekend. Goes by the name of Cristiano Ronaldo. Heard of him?
I have, yeah.
Oh, just about. He's been on
But
the
your
channel a
birthday
lot.
party wasn't in Italy, though.
No.
You seem to suggest that we were in Italy for your birthday.
Well,
That didn't happen.
they know what I mean. Anyway, it took him 4 games and 28 shots,
Yeah.
but the big man finally got his first and second goal for Juventus. In doing so, he became just the 5th player in history to score 400 career league goals. He's up there with the names of Joseph Bican, Puskas, Migori, and Uwe Sila. Not bad names to be with. Now, his
Yeah.
first goal...
Difficult to pronounce, though, for yourself.
Yes, 100%. But his first goal was not the hardest finish in the world. It's basically just a tap in, but his second was a very good finish. We said that a lot with his name in the past. Now, the 2 strikes were just enough to edge Sassuolo 2-1 at home, with a late Boubacar goal meaning a nervy extra time for the old lady. It was a very tight game too, as Sassuolo actually got more shots on target than Juve, with all but 1 coming from inside the box. So Szczesny was a busy man indeed.
decent.
Though that being said, XG did read 2.8 to 0.7 in the Bianconeri's favour. Now, it was a good day for Cristiano Ronaldo. It wasn't such a good day for another Juve man, was it, Mikey?
It wasn't. No, the game was kind of spoilt late on. And as you were saying, a bit of a nervy finish for the old lady. Actually, also a very bad-tempered finish, because in the build-up to that consolation goal for Sassuolo, Douglas Costa completely lost his head. First fouling, Federico Di Francesco wasn't seen. As he was moving away, elbowed him when he was on the ball, and then proceeded to headbutt him as well. All of this wasn't seen afterwards on VAR from the ref, so that was cleared up. But that was only after he then spat on him. So
Disgusting,
clearly,
man.
just wanted to get sent off. Not really sure what's surrounding that. Not really sure, because he has since come out apparently and said to the fans and to the media that, you guys don't know what was said to me by Di Francesco. So hopefully, nothing too sinister there. Although don't know, especially in Italian football, these kind of incidents do tend to arise. But anyway, away from that, good win for Juve. Obviously, 100% record is still intact. They're
Surprise.
at the top of the league with 12 points. Their next closest challengers are Napoli on 9. They seem to already be pulling away, especially considering that both AC and Inter Milan have had shockers at the start of the season. I, for one, thought that Inter were really going to challenge hard this season. It already looks like that might not be the case, because I think they're probably already about 7 or 8 points behind Juve. But we'll be on to them next, I think. So keep watching.
Yes, as Mikey said, our next loser is Inter Milan at the suggestion of Corsic_power. Thank you very much.
you.
Why are they in there, Mikey?
Well, because they lost 1-0 at home to Parma, yes. Parma are back in Serie A,
Woohoo.
back with a bang. And that's dropped them to 15th place in Serie A.
Oh, my Lord.
Having an absolute shocker start to the season. What is going on, Spalletti? They've now lost 2 and drawn 1 of their opening 4 fixtures. This is a very frustrating loss for them. They had 28 shots and 8 on target. The last time they had so many shots in a single match without scoring was back in February 2012, when they had 30 against Novara. I can't even remember Novara, to be honest. But anyway, Parma have taken fewer shots than any other side in Serie A so far this season. But they actually managed 9 here, which isn't bad for an away game at a big club for a newly promoted side. And they got 5 on target. So not bad at all. In terms of creating good chances, they weren't too far off Inter. But actually, it was a proper half chance that won it. Federico Di Marco, if you hadn't seen it already, it's an absolute banger, 35-yard screamer into the top corner in the 79th minute. And apparently he celebrated wildly, which is quite funny considering the point you were just about to make, Zach.
Yes.
About to allude to.
Di Marco is an Inter Milan
Yes.
player who's on loan at Parma, and he had an eventful game as well, because he cleared a goal-bound shot off the line with his arm, which for some reason VAR wasn't used.
That's stupid, isn't it? I mean, that's exactly the kind of thing that VAR is there for.
Exactly. I don't know how they've
How
not
did they
noticed
miss
that
that?
and told the ref to have a look. But anyway, All sides need a bit of luck, and that
Yeah.
brought Parma their first win at the San Siro since 1999.
Wow.
Good God, 19 years. Considering
I'm trying to think who was it in that Parma team. Would have been a
Buffon?
good Parma team. Yeah, I think maybe would have had Buffon.
or like last season.
Would have had Cannavaro
because that's
probably.
two clubs as well. Though. That's
Yeah.
AC Milan. They would have been playing there as well. So
Yeah.
19 years. Fair play to Parma now. Inter
Nice
though
one.
had over 73% possession in this match, and overall have averaged the most possession in Serie A. So it was not a good day for them. But Icardi is yet to get off the mark, and his shot numbers have dropped from 3 to 2 and have halved from inside the box from 2.6 last season to 1.3
That is a bit worrying.
this season.
That is a bit worrying. They're so reliant on that guy.
Well, that probably explains why the Sun and Tutto Sport have gone crazy over this rumour that Spalletti will make a move for Martial in January. It's odd because I think we all were in agreement when Inter Milan during the summer were buying a lot of players, picked up Nainggolan. We felt like they were going to properly go for it. They're back in the Champions League, and now to see them lose, now to see them 15th in the league is not great. How do you feel they've been doing? And the Martial rumour, do you think he should leave? Will it happen?
Maybe. I mean, I think first of all with Inter Milan, I think we need to kind of remember a bit. Last season, they were top of the league, unbeaten until December, and then totally collapsed, and then obviously scraped back into the Champions League place on the last day of the season. But they've got it in them to just totally collapse as a team, especially when Icardi isn't firing.
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't seem to work for them. Obviously, they made a lot of signings. Spalletti is a very accomplished manager, but yeah, it's a little bit worrying. But maybe it is just that thing of lots of new players coming in, finding it difficult to gel. Like, I have no doubt whatsoever that Inter are going to be back in the top 4 this season. Maybe expecting them to challenge hard for the title was a bit premature, but I think they will get it back together. As for Martial, I think we've always agreed that he probably would be a bit of a hit in Serie A, slightly easier league to play in as a forward. And obviously Spalletti's got a pretty good track record with wide forwards.
Maybe Perisic goes the other way.
Mohamed Salah, sorry.
Perisic goes the other way.
Maybe that's not the worst shout actually. Obviously, I wouldn't want to see him leave. But what do you guys reckon? Do you think Martial could go to Inter Milan in January? They would have to pay an awful lot as well. Let us know in the poll. Our second winner from the weekend comes from @GastonBracamon on Twitter. Thank you very much for sending this one in. It's Borussia Dortmund. Why are they there?
Well, they beat Eintracht Frankfurt 3-1, putting them just 2 points behind Bayern Munich, who are, of course, first, with Dortmund now in second. Now, it was a dominant performance, as they had double the shots, 10-5, as well as 60% possession. Centre-back Diallo opened scoring, his first goal since his €28 million move from Mainz, and Heller equalised before Wolf put Dortmund back ahead with Sancho assisting. Great to see. Now, Paco Alcácer rounded things off in his debut in the 88th minute, putting them 3-1 up. Now, centre-backs Diallo and Akanji may not have needed to put many tackles in, but they controlled the game passing-wise, as they attempted 214 passes between them, misplacing only 12.
Pretty good stuff,
of them
that is.
going forward.
Very, very good
Not
stuff.
bad, very promising, and as a Dortmund fan, I'd be very excited. Why else should Dortmund fans be very excited?
Well, they should be excited because of Jadon Sancho. Obviously, came to the club last year. It looks like he's thriving under Favre, just as you were saying. It looks like they're actually playing some pretty good football. So all of our kind of doubts about him at the start of the season may be dispelling a little bit. At least for now. But anyway, back to Jadon Sancho. He had a very, very good cameo coming off the bench. In half an hour, he completed 15 of the 17 passes he attempted, including that one assist, as well as providing the pressure that led to Alcácer's goal. Conversely, though, for Frankfurt, Adi Hütter obviously came in the summer. Been a very indifferent start for him as a manager. Only one win from 3, and they are 12th in the league. So hopefully he can turn that around. Obviously, this is his first experience managing in the Bully, so obviously a bit of a step up for him. Let's see how that goes. Frankfurt themselves have only attempted an average of 6.7 shots per game. That's the worst in the league, actually. And also have the third lowest possession average at 45.8% and second lowest pass completion at 72.3%, which is a little bit worrying. Up next for Frankfurt is Marseille away in the Europa League, and they've got a bit of a tough group there. They've got Apollon Limassol from Cyprus, but also Lazio, who are pretty useful. So, yeah, Frankfurt might have a tough season ahead. They've also got RB Leipzig at home next week. So, yeah, tough start to the season for them.
Good luck
Adi
to
Hütter
them.
has not been given any slack in terms of fixtures. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. Dortmund, meanwhile, are away to Club Brugge in the UCL, and also have Monaco and Atleti in their group as well. So another tough group for them. And then they travel away to Hoffenheim next week, and they actually lost on the weekend, despite Reece Nelson getting his first goal for them with his first touch as well. Or his first shot, maybe not first touch, first shot though. So well done to him. You're an honorary winner as well. But yeah, how do you guys think Frankfurt are going to do for the rest of the season under this new coach? Obviously, he did a very good job at Young Boys last season, but so far untested in the Bully. Let us know in the comments below. On to our next losers.
At Mika Krishak has our final loser, and they have said Schalke.
Yeah.
Why is that, Michael McCubbin?
Well, because they're absolutely at the moment, aren't they?
Schalke.
Yeah, there you go. Alliteration. Fantastic
Good
stuff. But yeah, having an absolutely shocking start to the season. We're talking about Eintracht Frankfurt not having the best start. Schalke are just, yeah, they're just a mess. They lost 2-1 away to Borussia Mönchengladbach on the weekend. That leaves them second from bottom in the table, only above Bayer Leverkusen on goal difference. Who would have thought after 3 games that would have been the case? Two teams who were challenging hard for Champions League football last year, both in the relegation zone. Schalke have now lost all 3 of their opening games, and they're one of only 3 teams in Europe's top 5 leagues to have managed that dreadful feat, along with Leverkusen, obviously, and Guingamp in Ligue 1. And this came despite them having more shots and shots on target than Mönchengladbach in this game. They had 16 shots to Mönchengladbach's 15. They also had 6 on target to Mönchengladbach's 4. But they weren't great goal-scoring opportunities, were they? Mönchengladbach's XG was almost double Schalke's at 1.4 to 0.7. So the final result, 2-1, was completely fair. But Zach, you're going to highlight a bit more of Schalke's performance. What was going on there?
I am. Despite winning 67% of their aerial duels, Schalke managed to concede from a corner within only 3 minutes of the match, with centre-back Ginter heading home. Now, 5 Bundesliga teams have conceded the same amount of goals, or more as Schalke, so far in the season, but 15 have scored more than them, so we can see what their biggest problem is here, not scoring enough goals. Schalke's top scorer last year was Bergstaller with 11 league goals, but he's yet to score this season and was awful against Mönchengladbach, as he was caught offside twice, didn't manage 1 shot whatsoever, and had a pass accuracy of 56%. His replacement didn't do too much better. Cedric Tuchel also had no shots, was dispossessed twice, and had a pass accuracy of 33%. He was only on for 30 minutes.
30 minutes. How do you manage that in 30 minutes?
That's embarrassing.
Not great.
That is.
Not great.
The only positive for Schalke was the fact that they weren't awarded a 3rd red card in a row in the league, as well as Mbolo scoring an outrageous consolation goal. Kieran's put, curled more than one of Zach Jellab's hairs.
There you go.
If you want to find out more about Schalke, why not check out the comment show where Kieran does a weekly roundup.
Ooh, nice plug.
Of Schalke.
And also
watch.
talking about curls in your hair, you had a bit of a curling shot, didn't you? You've been putting that over at social media.
Play that clip,
that VT.
James Wayne.
Oh! Unbelievable!
Finally, we end on Star of the Week. Loads of you guys at home are suggesting this man, a man who is getting to his twilight time of his career.
I mean, he's been in this twilight for a while now.
All right, fine.
Let's face it.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He scored his 500th career goal on Saturday night in LA Galaxy's 5-3 defeat to Toronto. 18 goals for Malmo, 40 for Ajax, 26 for Juve, 66 for Inter, 22 for Barca, I can't believe I'm doing this, 56 for AC Milan, 156 for PSG, 29 for United, and 17 for LA Galaxy. Plus
And 62 for Sweden.
There you go. God, it's like we knew that all off the top of our heads. Yeah. Anyway, in typically outrageous #Dare to Zlatan fashion, his goal was ridiculous. It's essentially a roundhouse backhill goal to make it 3-1. And I'll be honest, if you've not seen this, out of all the goals we mentioned today, go check out this one. It's
It's quite bizarre.
It's actually a lovely. It's just Zlatan Ibrahimovic, isn't it?
It's great. It's why all footballers should practice martial arts.
Indeed, and it inspired LA Galaxy to a short-lived comeback as they came from 3-0 down to level 3-3 before Toronto ran away with it. Anything to add?
Well, yeah, just well done, Zlatan, really. Congrats, you deserve it. 17 goals this season in the MLS he's had. That's more than I thought as well. I thought he had a really good start and then he dropped off a bit, but clearly he is thriving in California. That's the third highest in the MLS this season behind Bradley Wright Phillips, who's on 19. We all know about his scoring record in America. And Atlanta's Joseph Martinez, who's on 28, running away with it.
All right, for some
yeah, exactly. So doing very well. But he would already be top scorer in 16 of LA Galaxy's 22 MLS seasons, with 5 games still to play this season. So, LA Galaxy fans, if you're watching, is Zlatan the greatest man to have pulled on your shirt?
Oh, crap. All right, let's... David Beckham.
Gerrard, Beckham, Ashley Cole. But yeah,
not bad names.
Yeah, I mean... But like, I mean, he's got a case, right? If that kind of stat exists. But despite that, LA Galaxy may miss out on MLS postseason and struggling to get into the playoffs. They're 6 points and 2 places off Portland Timbers in 6th, with just 5 games left, obviously, in the Western Conference.
Good luck to them.
So without Zlatan, they really would be in the wouldn't they? But yeah, what do you guys think, LA Galaxy fans, MLS fans, about Zlatan's performances in general this season? What do you think of Galaxy's chances of making it into the playoffs? Let us know in the comments below. And I guess we'll round things off.
So that's the end of Euro Roundup for yet another week. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you for your suggestions. If you'd like to feature in next week's video, make sure you head over to us on Twitter and hit us up with your winners and losers. Now, Mikey, whilst they also go watch the FD versus EFD Challenge Football Daily that went out on Friday, what should the fans at home be doing as well?
Well, they should go and revisit Saturday's schedule from EFD.
Ooh.
Because... as well as the comments show, obviously, which is very, very good as always. Stat Wars, the final ever original Stat Wars between Chris and Pat. Because it's going to a league format from now on. So you should go and check that out. Very good match, I must say. And also, the main draw is that I deputised for Kieran as the ref.
Oh,
and I played a blinder, if I may say so myself. Looked in the comments yesterday, there was no hate.
Carried the show.
So, yeah, so if anything, go over there and give me some hate, because, you know, that's always needed. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Bye.